Hey, what's good, ladies and gentlemen? You know who it is. Good Dr. Mike back again once again. Another classic video. Of course, first time to the channel, make sure you subscribe, notify, ebook, social media platforms, Teespring t-shirts, everything you need should be listed in the link in the description area below. The Good Doc has always been an honest man. I really feel no need to lie to my people, need to lie to my audience, but I gotta let you guys know something. In my personal opinion, the worst part about any relationship is the getting to know you stage. The worst part about any relationship is the getting to know you stage. Now, I'm not just talking about relationships wherein you're boyfriend and girlfriend, but I'm talking about any form of relationship. A lot of people may not do, even if you do the P2P, the pay for play, at some point you're gonna ask questions, right? I mean, damn, you mean to tell me that when you guys are, just there, y'all ain't gonna even remotely say anything to each other, but let's get it in and you get out? I guess that's possible, but in any part of any stage, whether it's a friends with benefits setup, whatever it may be, the worst part about it is the getting to know you stage. What I've noticed most about Filipino women, and probably women in general, even if you're just hooking up, it has to, in one way, shape, or form, seem like just a little bit more than hooking up. That's what I will say. I don't know if you guys get this feeling, but I get this feeling a lot. That even if you're just a friends with benefits, a booty call, a hookup, or whatever it may be, and it's something that you're not necessarily tricking out cash for, just for the act of alone, there's a lot more that goes into it than just actually hooking up. At some point, you're gonna have to get to the get to know her stage. And when I get to that stage, I don't care whether it be a friends with benefits, be in a relationship, whatever it is, I go into autopilot. I promise you, I go into autopilot. Oh, the same standard questions. It may not be in this order, but you'll get the same standard questions. Oh, how you doing? Where did you grow up? How old are you? When's your birthday? Oh, where are your parents living? Are you staying with your parents? Did you go to college already here? Oh, how was life over in this place? Did you visit this place already? Have you been here? Oh, that's cool. How many brothers and sisters do you have? What do you do for a living? This, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. It's like I go into robotic mode because sometimes I really don't care. I'll pick up on tidbits of information, but 9 times out of 10, it's hard for me to care. Ladies, it's nothing against you, but when you've gone through it enough times, ladies, you should feel me on this too, but when you've gone through the get to know you stage enough times, it's almost like repetitive because it's the same shit, because you asking the same questions. It doesn't matter if it's in a text message or not. Sometimes I screenshot text messages simply so just in case I need to recall something, because I don't really like that part of the relationship. Whether it be a friends with benefits relationship or whether it be a relationship in its essence, just in its infancy stage, you getting to know each other, boyfriend, girlfriend. But you gotta know, and you gotta be able to pick up on certain things. That's why I hate it. I hate it because you gotta pay attention. Gentlemen, I hate the getting to know you stage because you have to pay attention. Whether you agree or disagree, I'm telling you, in my personal opinion, I feel the getting to know you stage sucks simply because you have to pay attention. You got to pay attention to some shit. If you're trying to get from point A to point B, you're going to get there by paying attention to certain information. I remember a girl one time, I was just so disinterested. I tell you right now, I was just not feeling it at all. So I was asking the questions and I was going through the motions and shit, and I was picking up on keywords. Won't even looking at her. I mean, I was looking at her, but I wasn't making eye contact. I was there, but I wasn't there. That's the best way for me to describe it. So, she was like, "Are you even listening to me?" Because she was babbling. She was babbling on for like a fucking 30 minutes or something. She just did not shut the fuck up. I wish she would have shut up. But again, that's why I hate this stage, because you have to actually feign some interest, people, whether you care about it or not. Doesn't mean that you don't care about the girl. That's what I will say. It doesn't mean that you do not care about the young lady. It just means that when you're in this particular stage, you have to feign even the slightest interest, and you have to pay attention. And it sucks because you're asking the same fucking questions over and over and over and over again. So I was there, but I wasn't there. But she was babbling on for 30 minutes, and then she stopped and said, "Are you even paying attention to me?" I said, "Yeah, of course I'm paying attention to you." And you know what came after that? "Oh, so what did I say?" I said, well, you told me you were born here. You told me you got both your mother and your father. You got a couple of siblings. One's in college here. One is just in high school. This, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. I spat back her whole life story to her without even, with feigning just the least amount of interest in the entire topic of conversation. And you will never guess what happened after that. I have never seen a girl seem so turned on in my whole entire life. After I did that, after I spat back her whole life story that she took 30 minutes to tell me, even though I only picked out certain tidbits of information, she was like, damn, I didn't think you were paying attention to me. And then she was like, I was like, yeah, I was paying attention to you, of course. I mean, I do care about you and I do genuinely want to know you a little better. After I said that, we left Jollibee, and I can't tell you what happened after that because that is a rated R version of the Good Doc story. But I say that to say this, ladies and gentlemen. The getting to know you part sucks, but you got to feign at least a little bit of interest, and you have to at least pay attention to certain key points just in case you are required to remember it back at important times. All right? This has been fun. It has been real, whether you care or care not. The Good Doc's just speaking his mind. I just had to tell you this quick story because at the end of the day, it was funny to me. And I think a lot of men can agree that this is probably one of the reasons why they do go for the pay-for-play activity, simply because they just want to avoid this particular stage. They don't want to be a part of this. They don't want to hear a woman talk. And it's sad. I mean, ultimately, you're going to have to get used to somebody talking, possibly, maybe. But I had fun with this one, and I think you guys can feel where I'm coming from. You got to feign just a little bit of interest, even if this part of the particular programming or stage or wherever you are in your relationship, friends with benefits, whether it be an infancy stage of a real relationship, you got to feign at least some interest. You have to feign some interest. And when it comes to the young ladies with the friends with benefits, they just want to feel like they're more than just your fuck buddy. Even though that's kind of what it is. Ladies, don't take it the wrong way, but gentlemen, you're going to have to understand that even if you are in a friends with benefits relationship, they do want to feel like they're more than just somebody you're smashing. You have to at least make them feel special. Sounds fucked up. It sounds funny. A lot of you guys are colder than the other side of the pillow. But gentlemen, I say this to be as real as humanly possible. These ladies want you to, at least in the Philippines, from what I've noticed, however you deem fit in the United States, some of these girls could hook up with no feelings. But in the Philippines, it's very rare that you hook up with a girl that doesn't catch feelings at all. So you got to at least feign and participate in certain activities with young ladies like that, aside from just, sleeping with them, if that's how it goes. And again, ladies, I mean this with all respect. I mean, you women, y'all have y'all rights too. You want to sleep with somebody and you really don't feel like it being a whole relationship thing because you're technically not supposed to be in a relationship based in mommy and daddy's eyes of certain standards. Ain't nothing wrong with hooking up. That is your thing and you're going to do what you want to do. So I do not judge. Let he who is without sin cast the first stone. And Doc ain't got no stones, man. I ain't casting shit because I am probably the worst of the worst. But actually, let me take that back. I'm not the worst of the worst. I'm the best of the worst. As in, I'm a good guy. I'm a gentleman, but I do bad things. I think that's why people hate me. Because it's weird. And I hate to say this because it sounds like you're tooting your own damn horn. But I've heard people say this about me. I'm a very, very hard person to hate. Even when I do wrong, even if I fuck up, I'm not afraid to say sorry. I'm like, my bad, I messed up. And I think that makes it hard for people to fucking hate me. Like, I've had relationships where girls catch me in all kinds of shit. But they never hated me for it. They've gotten over it. They might have wanted to cuss me out, or they cuss out, or, they have their moments and shit. But ultimately, they get over it, All it takes is an apology. That's all these girls want to hear. And for you gentlemen who don't know how to say sorry, make that part of your vocabulary sometimes. Not all the time, because sometimes y'all don't want to apologize for shit. I understand. You a grown-ass man. Sometimes you be like, but I said sorry to nothing. And you would rather let things, fall the way that they fall and let the chips fall where they may and let the blanket fold how it folds, whatever it is. But I do feel like, being able to say you're sorry kind of leaves the door open for a lot of things. All right. And I do believe that, again, I'm hard to hate. I try to make sure I'm the most lovable person on human on God's green earth. I love what I do. I have fun with my audience. I'm definitely the type of guy that I wish people would like. I mean, but again, I'm not going to please everybody. But ultimately, I think of it like this. and like the relationship aspect of people not being able to hate on you or stay mad at you for a long period of time, that comes with the territory of, you know, just being a person with a positive personality. I mean, like I said, I ain't perfect. But again, I kind of make myself hard to hate for good reason. Smile a lot, be friendly, feign the interest that you need to let people know that you at least genuinely care about them. And after that, things seem to fall where they may. May be hard for some men to do, maybe not. But that's just a little tidbit of information from the good doc. Maybe you see it from my point of view, maybe you don't. It's all good. Just wanted to have this video, have this topic of conversation. But with that being said, the good doc is officially out. At least Nako, which means we're going now. Bye-bye. Shit, get it out. As always, love you guys. Mahal kita, mabuhay. Peace.